What's up, guys? Philip at Trade Genius. All right, so we had a lot of price action overnight. We saw some crazy moves. We saw some crazy moves on Bitfinex. So I'm here to explain what happened and the dynamics that's going on right now with Tether in the market. So let's dive into this video and get into it.
Trade Genius.
All right, guys, so basically, what we saw was the price spiked really high. We had a nice, regardless of this move happened, this move was likely to have happened, but the speed and extent, or basically how fast it happened, that was the thing that got, I think, exasperated with the Tether rumors. But, our slingshot indicator fired on the hourly, and, again, this was part of a cycle move that it identified as a high probability setup, and obviously that worked in the favor of the signal, but it ran up in the room. We actually were in this trade already and ran this up to our target of 6,600. So we had that nice closeout of plus $400 on Bitcoin in the room on that trade. So, but again, this is the kind of stuff that we focus on, these higher probability setups. So if you guys are interested in that, we have our October specials. Check it out. You can get the DT or the crypto slingshot. That's actually part of that DTMM indicator. But if you want to get that, $3.99, guys, for the year, and that'll get you everything, even the binary option program that I showed you guys last night, where you can take $1,000 to $15,000. Again, that's a very doable thing with the binary option program, but just one of a slew of things that we offer, very well worth your money, and that's a 12-month program. So $3.99 will get you all that. Check it out. All right, so let's talk about Tether. So this is the Tether chart, guys, and Tether basically, so this is the USD Tether versus USD dollar. So this is at Kraken. You can sell your Tethers or buy your Tethers, but when you get a run on Tether, what can happen is it can lose its peg. And so it overwhelms the bids and dives down. So you get this spike down to this, 85 cents basically. So it was a 15% drop in the value of Tether. You shouldn't see that on a stable coin. And part of the problem is that, again, we have this issue where this isn't audited. And so I think it's easy to generate jitters. As of right now, this is all rumors about Tether being delisted from some of the Tether exchanges. Time will tell if that pans out, but the problem we have is when people dump Tether like this, what ends up happening is it spikes the price of Bitcoin. So for example, we saw Bitcoin trading at a high of 6,800 at one point on the exchanges. Now there's arbitrage going on, meaning that they're trying to take, whenever you get a price differential from different exchanges, you're going to see attempts to close that gap, because you can buy here and sell here. And capture the difference. That's the definition of arbitrage, capturing the difference in price on a commodity or asset or whatever, or crypto. And so now if you look at, now that's Coinbase. If you look at, we take a look at Bitfinex, right? That spiked to 77.86. So at one point in the evening, there was about $1,000 higher than Coinbase. All right, that's a huge discrepancy. But all of the Tether exchanges were elevated like that. And the reason is because when they're trying to dump Tether, unless they got access to Kraken, which a lot of people don't, and they're able to dump into fiat and convert their Tethers to dollars, what they do is they got to dump it into Bitcoin or whatever. So here what you have is a bunch of people vacating into Bitcoin from Tether. And then if you notice, because you saw the Tether premium was down 15%. So if you look at that 85 cent level that it dumped down to. All right, so let's take a look at this on the calculator. So you take that 77.85 or 86 that we saw, you multiply that by the 0.85, all right, and that's 66.18. So that was more in line with what you saw on the other non-Tether based exchanges like Coinbase and Gemini and things like that. So that's the dynamic that goes on, all right? You got people there's a run on Tether, and the effect is that you get whatever premium discounts happening with Tether. All the Tether based exchanges see that in their price. Even though Bitfinex says it's USD, it's really USDT Tethers. So on Bitfinex, they were suspended withdrawals. So basically, the only avenue people had to get out if they were panicking to get out of their Tether holdings is to dump and get into Bitcoin as fast as possible, or other altcoins. But primarily, this was a Bitcoin-related exit. Yeah, so I think this is going to keep happening, until Tether gets an audit. And I think, you're just going to see it's going to be prone to these kinds of events. Now, whether this was FUD or rumors, we don't know. I guess we'll find out. But primarily, it was rumors that it was getting delisted, or there was issues again. And I've seen this time and time again. And it does tend to exasperate a pump. So, there's other alternatives out there. True USD, there's USDC, which is by Circle. There's GUSD, which is Gemini's, which they are starting off with a third-party audit of their treasury. So there's no question there. There's Paxos, they're coming out with their own stablecoin, and there's others coming online. So I think, Tether is either going to have to step up and show an audit. I don't know why that's so difficult for them to do. They have made excuses, but I think at the end of the day, if they don't, they may see their project abandoned for other more trustworthy stablecoin projects. So something to keep in mind if you guys are utilizing Tether, that's probably something that you're going to want to keep an eye on, because these kinds of events are not healthy. And last thing we want is you to get stuck in some kind of offshore event on a stable coin that you had a lot of assets in. Better that you get those things into like fiat or a more trustworthy stablecoin project, in my opinion. So, but I just wanted to explain to you guys what happened, why there was such crazy price movements on like Tether exchanges versus the fiat exchanges. So I hope that clears it up. If not, leave me a question down below. I'll try my best to answer it. And then tomorrow we'll dig into the weekly Bitcoin price outlook, but I thought that was enough information to cover in today's video, and just wanted to kind of clarify what happened. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. Please hit like and subscribe if you're on mobile, ring that bell, and I will see you on tomorrow morning's video where we'll take a look at the weekly Bitcoin outlook. All right, guys, take care. Bye.
Trade Genius.